Hello, my name is Dennis Lee from the Cordillera Administrative Region, Regional Extension Unit of the Employees Compensation Commission. Welcome to the ECC podcast. And today we'll be discussing about what the ECC is, briefer, to give you an idea of what the ECC is and for us to understand kung ano talaga ang purpose o ang layunin ECC. Ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay tungkol sa mga self-employed individuals. So, kasama ko ngayon si Ms. Danica Lacson ng Region 3 and welcome to the show.
Hi, Sir Den. Good day.
Hello, good day to you. So, ang unang tanong ay, ang coverage ng ating ECC mula nung noong 1975 ay mga empleyado, no? Pero kailan natin nasimulan ang coverage o kailan natin sinali ang ating self-employed individuals na parang cover sila sa ECC?
So, yung coverage ng mga self-employed SSS members under the Employees Compensation Program started in 2020, September 2020. So, doon nag-start yung coverage nila. And when we talk about yung mga self-employed na workers natin, these are people who are engaged in trade or business or yung mga professionals natin whose employer are no one else but themselves. So, bilang nga self-employed sila. So, technically,
Yes.
employer nila, ang sarili nila. And sa SSS kasi, they consider those not beyond 60 years old and those with income is more than 2,000 pesos monthly.
I see. Well, that's good. So, maganda yan pala initiative natin, ano, that started in 2020. So, regarding naman sa mga examples kung sino mga kasama dito sa coverage, bigay ka ng exemplo or examples kung sino.
Like, for instance, those professionals, mga architects natin na meron silang mga sariling offices, ay mga engineers natin, yung mga freelancers natin, as well as those engaged in the arts that are not considered as employee under the SSS law, like yung mga directors natin, scriptwriters, or even yung mga news correspondents natin. Even those na employed sa government, pero they are under contract of service, they are also considered as self-employed SSS members.
Yeah, kasi maraming nagtatanong dyan kung covered yung mga job orders
Yes.
ng gobyerno. So for instance, member ito ng, let's say, empleyado siya. Itong job order, empleyado siya ng ECC. Technically, hindi sila covered under the GSIS law, no? So most of them or all of them are employed and are members of the SSS. So I don't know yung guidelines kung paano natin inform sa kanila kung sila po ay members ng SSS. May special category ba dapat para ma-include sila sa coverage ng ECC?
Actually, when they enroll self-employed SSS members, automatic na rin silang covered under the Employees Compensation Program provided that they registered as self-employed SSS member and also pay yung contribution natin. So, remember na kasi when it comes to the Employees Compensation Program, yung coverage ng mga regular employees natin, mga mandatory members ng SSS or GSIS, si employer yun nagbabayad ng kanilang EC contribution. But considering na self-employed SSS members sila, so employer nila, mga sarili nila. So the responsibility of paying yung contribution na 10 pesos or 30 pesos depending on their monthly salary credit, nagpo-fall sa kanila. So once meron na silang EC contribution, start na rin yung coverage nila under the Employees Compensation Program.
And I think that's really good. Especially na yung minimum na like pesos monthly. Well, and this would also, I guess, would cover yung ating nagbebenta sa palengke.
Yes.
Yung mga vendors, siguro yung mga nagbebenta
Yes,
ng
tricycle drivers din.
So that's a good thing that we started to cover yung mga self-employed naman. And I think kasama na rin ang ating mga barangay officials.
Yes.
Ayan. So, yun. The coverage of the ECC would extend to self-employed individuals as Ms. Danica has mentioned earlier, sila po ay covered. So, yun po ang ating discussion for today dito sa podcast na to. And I would invite you to join us again for more podcast details and as well as more things about the ECC. Any last words, Ms.
Yeah,
Danica?
so I think the coverage or the inclusion ng mga self-employed natin under the Employees Compensation Program also provides additional protection doon sa mga workers natin. It is very good that CC extends yung coverage natin para at least we protect more workers kasi yun naman ang goal ng CC, diba? To provide protection to our workers and provide them with assistance din natin. Ang benefits naman ng mga self-employed, same lang ng mga benefits din, mga compulsory. So we do have yung income benefits natin, medical benefits, death with funeral benefits, as well as yung rehabilitation services natin. So rest assured naman, the ECC will continue yung lifting din yung mga workers natin and providing assistance to them through various programs na meron.
There you go. So that's a brief summary of the self-employed policies of the ECC. And thank you very much for joining us in this podcast. We hope that you'll be joining us again at the next issue. And this has been Dennis Lee from the Cordillera Administrative Region Regional Extension Unit Office.
And this is Danica from ECC Central Luzon. So thank you very much.
Bye.